Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTube. Ron Engelstad here, Thunderdome, Minnesota, and this is thrifting from not including the MLK one-day run. What I've gotten here during the winter here in Minnesota, we kind of got a warmish day and some clear from snow. So figured I'd clear out the van and get this stuff ready for processing and show you what we found. One blue mag strike I actually got for free, so, and it has dart taggers in there. That's kind of neat. I went to the register with it with a couple other things, and the gal didn't scan it, and I said, "Oh, aren't you going to scan it?" And she said, "You know how many of these things we get in a week? Just take it." And I almost said, "Well, I'll go clean out the rest of the shelf for you." But that might have turned into a nice act into, well, then you just scan it anyway. So I just kind of took my win and smiled and said thank you, and off I went. Yellow mag strike with the mag. Of course, I usually overlook these if it doesn't have the mag. Full retaliator. Busby thermal hunter. No equipment, but it was only $3.50 with those Precise Pro darts. So if I do give this away in May, I'll probably keep the darts, add some magazines, and take it out of the package and bag it and give it away that way. So, and then another thermal hunter, no stock, but it is a solid performer and a fun blaster. And keeping with the Busby theme, two more of those side by sides. Gunsmoke, which is more on the rare side. I was happy to find that. Has some extra duct tape on it, but the sticker is still in good shape. Torrent, no shells. Rapid Strike and Cyclone Shock. Very happy to have those. Yeah, except for the use of batteries. I do have to take the Cyclone Shock apart. Someone put the mag in backwards, so I have to take it apart enough to get that magazine out of there. Alright, over here to the mess. We have a full demolisher I found for $2. It was half off of that price with the banana mag, so happy about that. A pair of Red Apollos I got mostly for the springs, but don't mind having those around until I take them apart. Gobzuka, again, does $1.50. I don't buy those unless they're cheap because there is a chance of failure, and I'm just going to take them apart and try to mod them anyway, so I don't want to pay too much for them lest I waste it. Expensiver Chronos than I'm used to spending, $9. I did buy it anyway because all of a sudden Chronos are starting to become more rare. So I picked it up since I had the chance. My son found this at 1. We did pay the full $6 for the Gear Up Raider. Let's see. Swarmfire, I did pay the $3 for the Swarmfire. Get down to the Lumatron here. It's a little sun faded. But again, it's more of a rare blaster. It was only $2 when we bought it. Let's see. There is a pair of Magni. Or there was. There's the one red Magnus, two red Magnus, and then two of these Black Panther gauntlets things. It was again half price for that. So I waited for the half price day to pick those up. Let's see. Chewbacca blaster. Why? Because it was only $1. I'm sure I can find someone who would be interested in that for free if I bought it for $1. This was down to $7. So I got one. They had more on the shelf, but at $7 that was still the price of just one for the collection. And let someone else find the rest of them, and they did because they were all gone next time I went. A set of these bunkers, open, red tag. It was $5 for 4 of them, so I wouldn't have paid more than that because I don't know if they got returned because they exploded or what. There's 2 that were still unrolled and 2 that were unrolled. So I think at the very least there's 2 that are still factory original. Anyway, this was an odd duck. Tech 3 we've seen, but this rapid fire jolt thing looked interesting. I probably should have taken it out of the bag for this. It has like these odd scales on the top. It's kind of a fun fun jolty thing. What else? What are these? Rev 6, X-Shot 6. A Zombie Strike. Most people take apart for the blade blasters. A 4 Victory, which of course is always welcome. And even for the $3. A Knockout already at Goodwill. Still brand new. So that's basically half price. And it even came with the ammunition. So don't know why that was there. I got the rest of this just for the extra pieces and the all-purple Nerf Elite dart, because I do like having the different distinct darts. Same with this. Gold tip, red body, and that looks like another Joltish type blaster. And this was only $5. That one was $7.50. And then down to this auto tank thing. I didn't have the remote, or don't know too much about it, but I was wondering if I could take it apart to make it mountable to something else and be controlled by a switch. So we'll see what we can do with that. Might be another fun project for winter. This, again, I waited for the half price day. This was $2. Again, for our event in May. We can put that in a bag and give that away. Let's see. Big Shock, 18 meg. Some Matchbox cars. I only bought this bag because it had an Optimus Prime that was, you know, there he is on the bottom. But the Optimus Prime, but Matchbox size. I can put him on the train layout at our next train show as a kind of a Easter egg for people to find. Crossfire. A stockade, not a barricade. And she gave me this for $1.99. So then it was toy day, so it was only $1. So happy about that. Flip Fury. White Proton. Another one of these laser tag guys. Again, I wouldn't have bought it, but it was cheap. I'm getting quite a collection of those. This was on that Retaliator kit over behind me, so that was neat to get. Some Hog Wild Balls and a Lumatron with the mag. So I had to take off some tape and probably use some rubbing alcohol to get tape mess off. But a good find. And then last but not least, this was down to 10, so I got it. And this is what I kind of wanted to get in the house today, because I just got it yesterday, to see what it's all about, because I wanted to test it and have some fun with it. To see if there's a reason why they returned it. It is a battery guy, takes C batteries, of course, and I still think there's a place for Nerf blasters that work just on a trigger pull, you know, like your Power Bells, your Speed Swarms, your Swarm Fires, and these, because there are definitely people who, due to one condition or another, need them as simple as possible, and they of course would want rapid fire elite performance. So we'll see if we can get this guy humming again, see if there's a reason why it got returned. Yeah, so all in all, I'm pretty happy with what I found. I left tons on the shelf as the prices around here have starting to fluctuate. Sometimes you go there and there's prices that who the heck thinks that, you know, this stuff is worth full price or full price plus 10%. I mean, there's some times you go and it's just like you don't know what the deal is, and there's other times you go and they have things priced at $1 and $2. So I really wonder what Goodwill does when they do their pricing, if there is any reason or rhyme to what they do. But I kind of take what I can use for my, either myself or my events, my kids, or my local guys and gals, and kind of leave the rest for everybody else to find. So hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.